launching tonight in it. It's just a huge, huge collection. Also, don't forget our HSN card. It makes shopping so much more fun here. In fact, you get in on special offers if you apply right now. You save $10 automatically on whatever it is you're shopping for at that moment. You don't have to wait. You can, if you apply, you can use it instantly. Well, Miriam's rejoined us as well. Chef's here, of course. I'm so excited about this next one. The ice cream maker is finally back.
Who does not like homemade ice cream? And you know, when you look at an ice cream package, you bought it from the supermarket, you say, what kind of ingredients did they put in? I don't even know how to pronounce it. I don't know if it's good for you. Now you can make it so easy at home with fresh juices, for example. Here, one of my favorite one is grapefruit sorbet. I love big grapefruit. And then you can make that in advance, put it in the freezer, and then you just scoop it out. Look at that. I mean, for a machine like that to make perfect ice cream, perfect sorbet, it is amazing.
Okay, I gotta grab a spoon on this one.
Yeah.
All right, so this is what's cool about it. You will keep the container in your freezer.
Yeah.
And in 20 minutes, you're gonna go from pulling that out of your freezer, putting it inside here, to perfectly made homemade ice cream.
I know.
We used to spend forever when I was a little girl cranking it with the salt.
With the hand crank
and the salt. Yeah, and it was worth it because on a hot day, there was nothing better than homemade ice cream.
Now look at that. Here we are making gelato. And my children's favorite is what? Stracciatella. The first time we went to Capri, we had stracciatella there on the walk down to the hotel, and since then they love it. So you throw that in. Mine is already a little high here. All right, so I fold the chocolate chips right into the ice cream here.
Oh my goodness. So that's the little chute. There's a little chute to add
You
things
can add them to it or just fold them in, it's fine. And then you take out the center. Look at that. Perfect texture.
Yeah, of course. You know they're in line already.
I know. I mean, this is as good as it gets.
Ready? I gotta try. Notice how I grabbed that spoon mighty quick when we got to this.
They say no double dipping, so it's creamy, it's perfect.
Chef, it's also kind of fluffy at the same time. Okay, so how easy it is to make the ingredients? Like, what do you put in?
What in it? This is just milk, sugar, some egg yolks, and you cook them a little bit and then put it in here. Or you just use milk and cream alone.
And the grapefruit one is even easier. Grapefruits with the zest and some sugar.
That's it.
So, but you need to remember that it's 3 cups of the mix. That's the right height. You look a little low to you when you pour it in. But remember, the dasher, the paddle, is actually adding a lot of air to the mix. That's what makes it so fluffy and lovely on your tongue. So 3 cups of whatever you want to add. Freeze the canister 24 hours in your freezer before you begin, and then you get to have fun.
So and you just leave a canister in the freezer.
That's what I do, exactly.
Is that what you do?
Yeah, exactly. I always have it in the freezer. Sometimes we make sorbet, like I have some fruits which are ripe, oranges or apples or peaches. I make sorbet, and then I spoon it out, put it in a container, and keep it in the freezer.
That's perfect. And then you just literally put this inside piece back in the freezer.
Exactly.
So when somebody wants homemade ice cream, it's literally instant. Like, okay, in 20 minutes, we're gonna have that good old-fashioned homemade ice cream.
So see, this is just the little collar.
Okay.
And then this white part is what you put in the freezer.
Oh, that's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, and so the motor's in the lid. Okay, got it. Oh, that's easy.
Yeah.
And we have not had this on for a really long time. We only do it actually a couple times a year.
It's a perfect thing for the summer. Yeah. And you know, when I go to Italy with the children, what do they eat? Ice cream.
Oh my gosh.
Man.
Look at that.
Now, what is that? Just classic chocolate?
Chocolate.
Yeah.
Oh
that
my
is
God.
so pretty.
And you know what? You can tell the taste is so different and vibrant, Chef.
Yeah.
You know, if you buy store-bought, read the ingredients in the back of that store-bought box of ice cream or container of ice cream. You'll see stuff you can't even pronounce in some of the most famous ice creams out there. With this, you know what ingredients you're putting in.
Exactly. Here we have mint gelato, and we're gonna add a little chocolate.
Oh my gosh. It actually makes a lot of ice cream.
I know, you know, it's perfect for the home use. You know, when the ice cream is too long in the freezer, it gets so hot, it doesn't taste right. Yeah. So I prefer to make, you know, a few portions, like 6 portions or 8 portions, and that's enough.
And so when it's done, it'll actually go the other way. It'll start clicking back and forth. Just stop it with the little button on top.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pull off the lid. This is the dasher. This one's a little soft.
Yeah.
But it's all right. It's still delicious.
Oh, I'm sure
and then
it
this
is.
is the paddle or the dasher. You just take that off, scrape it, and then serve your ice cream.
Oh my gosh. And you people come running for miles on this one.
I know.
Really? You've got homemade ice cream? And you showed, we had the pie maker earlier, and then you were showing the vanilla ice cream on the cherry pie. Imagine making your own little mini pies and making your own vanilla ice cream to put on the pies and then serving that on Thanksgiving. I mean, that would really be so much fun. Little individual servings, homemade ice cream, and it doesn't take hours.
Yeah, look at that.
Miriam, when you were first learning to be a pastry chef and all that, did you ever, or when you were a kid, ever make homemade ice cream?
I did, and I got to tell you, all the years as a pastry chef, I could make the fanciest dessert with so many different components. And what do people swoon over, ask about? It's ice cream, because we all love it. I'm telling you, if you don't think you're a great baker, or if you don't like to bake, just make ice cream. You'll get more compliments.
Totally.
Look at how happy this face is. He adores ice cream.
I don't even talk. I have two women talking to me. I'm eating. And the funniest thing is, you can ask Della, our pastry chef, or anybody. When I go to Spargo in the kitchen, the first thing I go is to the ice cream freezer. There we have all the ice creams in there. And I told Della to make stracciatella like we tasted in Italy, or chocolate chip, or raspberry chocolate ice cream. So we have all different varieties. I love dulce de leche. We should make dulce de leche.
We have it. You asked me to last time.
Oh, is it coming up?
And you know what, Suzanne? I've been to Wolfgang's house, and I peeked in the freezer, and you know what's in there? Lots and lots and lots of ice cream from the restaurant.
I know.
Well, again, if you ever did it, when I was a kid, we actually had a hand crank, and there was salt involved. I'm not sure why the salt was in there, and we cranked that. Now, we knew the results were great, so my dad could convince us to actually take a turn, because it took forever to make it. And the salt, it was kind of a hot mess, but the results were amazing.
Actually, when I came to America, when I was chef at the Ma Maison, in the first restaurant before opening Spargo, I had an electric one, with a machine, but you still had to put the salt around with the ice and everything, and it took forever, and it was roasting around because it was not good metal. So
this is so brilliant. There's no salt involved at all, and you use your own fresh ingredients.
Yeah, you use what. Look at that. Here we have some blueberries.
Here,
this is crazy. This mint chocolate chip. Oh,
I know.
What do we put? Oh, we put a little red wine.
You know what? We do that at the restaurant. We
Taste
use
it, Suzanne.
obviously for grown-ups. I love the acidity of the wine with the sorbet mixed together. It goes so well, because red wine has a lot of flavors like blackberries, blueberries, and things like that.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
this is
How
the
much do
dulce
you-
de leche.
All right, guys, we're going to say hi to Linda, joining us from Virginia. Linda, you're almost welcome.
I have an Argentinian, Alex, working with me, and he only dreams about dulce de leche. He said, if you make one ice cream, make dulce de leche.
But
So
it's
now
so
we have
easy.
to make it.
It's so easy because you just use the can of the dulce. They already make it for you. And then just milk and a little bit of cream and just those 3 ingredients. So it's so easy.
Hey, Linda,
Hi, Linda.
welcome.
How are you?
Hi, I'm good. I've had better days, but I just wanted to let you know that I ordered your